Hey, hey everybody, it's your girl, Toresa Be Free. What's up, beautifuls? I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, I say thank you so much for coming in and visiting me in your girl, Toresa Be Free's world. Listen, I count it such an astute honor and privilege that you would come again. Actually, I want to say it like this. I want to say that I am honored. It is such an astute honor and privilege to know that you made yet again another conscious decision to want to come over and visit me, sup with me, have a conversation with me in today's episode in Toresa Be Free's world. Listen, I'm excited. I really am because this now is going to be the third episode in this year, and you all have been blessing me by getting me over 100 views for each of the other two episodes that I've put up. You guys are engaging me in conversations, and you're also engaged in the shorts that I'm putting out here in these YouTube streets. And so I'm just like, I'm having OMG moments like all the time. So I just want to take this opportunity to tell each and every one of you, thank you so much. This lets me know that you appreciate me, you appreciate and value my authenticity, and you find value in the content and in what I have to share with you. So today, I think we're going to go back into another story time, if you will, slash a conversation. But I was thinking about it. I don't even think I was thinking about it. It was just laid upon my heart, because how do I want to say this? In the first story time that I shared with you all this year, I talked about how cheating cost me my life. But it didn't cost me my life in a negative way. It cost me my life in a good way because I was able to get my life back. However, in the situation, being married and, going through divorce and separation, which led to divorce, having a family, there was a lot of things that were entailed in the process. And there were a lot of things that I had to go through. So although it may not have felt nice at the time, however, it was one of the best things that I could have ever done for myself, because through it all, I was able to get my life back. And I am so much more of a better woman for it. So I'm thankful for what I did for me. But in all of the processes that I've gone through, I've had a lot of time to do my self-work, my internal work, and find my way back to the real me. And so at any rate, I said all of that to say, over the weekend, and I just celebrated my birthday too over the weekend. So I've been blessed to make another round around the sun, and that's a blessing. But over the weekend, over my birthday weekend, it was impressed upon me to have a conversation with you all about staying. If you knew, since I knew that all of these different things were happening, why did I stay? And I think that this subject will resonate with so many men, so many women who are in circumstances right now, or you're going through, or you have gone through circumstances right now, and you're still trying to process um, where you are right now in the situation, or if you've gotten out of it, you're trying to process how did you, I don't know, allow yourself to stay. And so, there are a lot of things going on within my particular dynamics when I was married, that I took on. But for me, I think the deepest things that hurt me to my very core were knowing that the partner stepped outside of the marriage, and it didn't just happen on one or a couple occasions. I will never know, but I think it was there were more than than I knew about. I believe, and I'm cool with that. Now I'm over it. I'm healed, and I'm free from all of that baggage and bondage. But the thought that was impressed upon me to talk about for a few minutes is this: so many of us women, and I'm going to speak now from a woman's perspective. Some of us go through relationships, and there's infidelities, and some women cut it off immediately. Some women stay, and every woman is different, obviously. And when you're on the outside looking in, you can always say what you will and will not do, but you don't really know what you will do until you're actually caught up in a situation like that. And so I began to, I've asked myself this question many times. So it wasn't just this weekend, but why did I stay? Why did I choose to stay if I knew that this was happening? And so, I have given myself a bunch of excuses as to why. And that's all they were. It was just mere excuses to continue on in toxic behavior. But, I had a family, I had kids, and there were things that I was getting, out of this. Because in the midst of it all, I was doing some major shit at the time. I had, and so I did some of what I experienced was feeding into the businesses that I was running, and it was giving me the fuel that I needed to keep going and growing, in media at that particular time. But staying in a situation like that was very detrimental to my mental, spiritual, and physical space and capacity. There was a lot of wear and tear on me that I was taking on, and it was just beginning to wear on me after a while, and I could only disguise it, or I could only put a mask over it, or I could only cover it up with a blanket for a certain amount of time, or sweep things under the rug, and step on all of the bumps in the rug and flatten it out to make everything look like it was okay for a certain amount of time. But I was torn up on the inside. I mean, I was broken. Here I am, somebody that has been gifted and called to help and empower other people and give strategies as to how they could overcome circumstances and situations, and look like I'm just thriving from the outside. But internally, I was dying on the inside. I was completely annihilated, spiritually, mentally, physically. And I chose to stay and continue to stay for a long time. So that's why I mentioned in the first video that I put out this year, I made reference to the abusive woman syndrome. Women or men who are going through physical, emotional, or mental abuse will not do anything in regards to changing their situation until they are ready, by all means necessary, to do something that is going to help them. And that means walking away from the situation with the other partner. And so I stayed for a long time. And now that I look back at it, I will venture out to say that I stayed longer than I should have. But everybody's breaking point is different. I put myself on the back burner for so long, and one of the things that I used to always be in a battle with in my mind is that things are going to get better. There's going to be a turnaround. They're going to change. No, they are not going to change. This is how it's going to always be. So how long, T, are you going to continue to subject yourself to this type of toxic behavior? How long are you going to continue to be an enabler? How long are you going to continue to allow yourself to be a doormat? How long? Where is your self-love? Where is your self-esteem? Where is your confidence and belief within yourself that tells you there is more to your life than your current circumstances? Will the real Toresa stand up? And that's a question that I want to pose to you right now, woman or man, whoever you are, walking through whatever it is that you're walking through right now in your relationship, or it could even be something going on in your life that's calling you out on the carpet. Will the real you please stand up? Please stand up, because there's so much more that wants to embrace your life, that is good, that is loving, that is kind, that is beautiful, that will embrace you, the whole complete you, that wants to take care of you, that wants to be nice to you. However that looks for you as the individual. So I don't know. I feel like I might be going all over the place in this particular episode, but I just want to say that everybody is going to have their day of reckoning in your particular circumstance or situation, in regards to the type of relationship that you're having right now. If you're in a relationship right now, if you are losing or have lost your whole and complete entire self, in the relationship, then I'm here to say to you right now, that is not the relationship for you. Period. And you might be upset with me for saying that, and that's okay. But I want to hear from you. So I implore each and every one of you who are tuned in to go down in the comments and talk back to me. But you don't have to stay in something that is not conducive to your livelihood. You don't have to keep subjecting yourself to behavior that is tearing you down and not lifting you up or building you or being a support to you. You deserve so much more. And so my question to you in this episode is, how long? How long will you stay? How long will you keep subjecting yourself to this type of mental or physical or emotional abuse? When will you stand up for yourself? And listen, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do in your circumstances or in your relationship, but I'm here to disrupt mindsets. And I'm here to be a voice that speaks into the depths of your soul, that calls you out of that dark space within your mind. Because you already know whatever it is that you want to do. It's just a matter of you making a decision, sticking with the decision, voicing the decision to the party involved, and then taking the steps that you need to take that will lay out the guides, the guidelines, or the plan for you to begin to have a better life for yourself. It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. And a lot of times we make it harder than what it really is. It is merely you making a decision that says, I want more for me than what this person has to offer me, because this is obviously the best that they can give me. No hard feelings. And that's a process for you to get to. I just said something. It just went right over a lot of y'all's heads. But that is the best that this person has to give me. So it's time for me to stand up, the real me to stand up and say, you know what? I deserve so much more, and I don't have to continue to subject myself to this. So, I think I'm going to end it right there. But listen, if I've said anything in today's episode that has resonated with you, if I've said something today that maybe you even disagree with, or if I said something that has spoken directly into your particular circumstance or situation, listen, I want to hear from you, because Toresa Be Free's world is not just about me. It's about us as a community, as a collective, engaging in a community conversation, because it is my pure intention through this platform, through this vehicle that has been given to me, to allow my life to be a vehicle that helps incite, impact, disrupt negative patterns, and be a blessing to others. So I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from you. I want you to make sure that you go over to that thumbs up and that you like this video. I want you to start sharing it. And I want you to hit me up in the comments below. And listen, I'm an open book. My name's Toresa Be Free, so I'm free now to be my whole, complete, entire, authentic self, and I have nothing to hide. So if there's something that you want to hear me talk about more, or if there's something that you want me to talk about specifically, please, by all means, hit me up down in the comments. All right? So that's it for now. Until the next video, I want to say thank you again for tuning in to Toresa Be Free. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.